Have you ever wondered why some photos look professional and eye-catching while others don't despite the effort? It often comes down to the one critical phase, which is editing. This process is where you can fully bring your vision to life. Many photographers avoid posting unedited shots because these typically fail to capture the work's true depth. Through editing, they enhance textures, colors, and details, transforming decent shots into captivating images. Having spent months mastering photo editing skills, I'm excited to share a straightforward 5-step method to edit photos like a pro. Step 1. Auto settings. Starting your photo editing with AI auto settings is a smart move embraced by professionals. In Adobe Lightroom and similar softwares, this feature uses advanced machine learning, which has been fine-tuned with thousands of images to understand what makes a photo look its best. With a single click, the AI adjusts lighting, contrast, highlights, shadows, and even the overall color vibrance to create a balanced and appealing image. Sometimes it might also add a subtle vignette to artfully direct attention to main subject of your photo. These auto settings are just the beginning. They serve as a starting point that's consistent and time efficient. The true artistry in photo editing, however, comes from the personal touch you can add. This brings us to the next step, which is manual tuning of light. With our AI-generated adjustments providing a robust starting point, it's now our turn to take the lighting to the next level. Properly adjusted lighting can make the difference between the average photo and a stunning one. It's time to take control and fine-tune the light to capture the true essence of your scene. Mastering the light-related sliders in your editing software gives you the power to adjust the exposure and contrast to craft the perfect balance for your Lego scene. Exposure, also known as luminance. This slider is your bread and butter for adjusting the overall brightness of your image. Slide it gently to ensure your scene is neither shrouded in shadows nor overwhelmingly bright. Contrast, a key player in defining the depth of your image. The contrast slider adds punch to your photos by deepening shadows and brightening highlights. It's essential for giving your image the crisp, lifelike quality. Highlights and shadows. These targeted sliders allow you to recover details in the bright spots with highlights slider and unearth hidden details in the dark with the shadows slider, refining the balance without affecting the well-exposed areas. White and blacks. You can fine-tune the brightest and darkest parts of your image with these sliders. Pushing the whites can add sparkle to light sources, while adjusting the blacks can give your image more depth or leave the shadows for a flatter look if that's your style. Good lighting creates mood, dimensions, and can lead the viewer's eyes through the scene. Now that our lighting is spot on, it's time to bring some color to the party. If the colors in your photo still aren't popping the way you want, or if they just seem off, don't worry, there are some nifty tools to correct this problem. Let's start with white balance. Getting this right means your colors will look just as they should, true to the scene, or maybe even better. Temperature. Play with the sliders to correct the photo color temperature. Want a cooler bluish tint or warm sunny glow? This is where you can make that happen. Tint goes hand in hand with temperature. If things are looking too green or too magenta, a little adjustment here can balance things out, amping up the color with saturation and vibrance. Now let's talk about saturation and vibrance. Saturation is like the volume knob for your colors. Turn it up and everything gets louder. Vibrance is the smarter cousin. It knows which colors to amplify without overdoing it. Perfect for giving your image the subtle boost. Crafting color with the color mixer. With the color mixer, you've got the power to fine-tune specific colors in your image. Want to make the sky deeper blue or grass richer green? This is your playground. And for surgical precision, we have the point color tool. This lets you zero in on the shade you want to change without messing with the rest. Last but not least, color grading. This is where you can really set the mood, whether it's a sunny day or a scene from a moody film. With these tools in your kit, you are well on the way to turning those Lego photos into works of art that pop off the screen. Each one has its own superpower, and knowing when and how to use them is a key to nailing your vision. Now that we have perfected the color balance, let's shift our focus to enhancing clarity and texture of our image. Fine details can make a huge difference in the overall impact of your photos. Whether it's the rough texture of a Lego brick or the smooth surface over a minifigure's face, these next tools will help you to accentuate those important elements. When your image seems a tad blurry or lacks the crispness, here is how you can sharpen up those details. Texture Slider. This subtle tool is your go-to for making details like fabric and foliage stand out without affecting smoother areas like skies or painted walls. It's perfect for a touch-up that maintains a natural look. Clarity Slider. Clarity is stronger than texture, amplifying the midtones to make the overall texture in your image pop. It's like an HD upgrade for your image, enhancing the overall definition without messing with your highlights and shadows. Vignette. This feature adds a darker frame around the edges of your photo, subtly guiding the viewer's gaze to the center of the image. It's great for highlighting the star of your shot. Grain. Adding grain can give your photo a classic film texture. It's useful for softening overly perfect renders, giving them a more realistic and tactile feel. Use it sparingly to add character to plain backgrounds, making them resemble materials like cardboard or walls. But what if some areas of your image still don't look right? Maybe some parts are too bright or too dark. Even after adjusting the overall lighting and detail, that's where the next tool comes into play. As we enhance the overall sharpness and texture of our image, it's possible that not every section has benefited equally. Some parts might still need a little extra attention without altering the entire composition. This is a perfect scenario for using masks. With masks, you can isolate areas of your photo to adjust them individually. You can darken overexposed window or brighten up a shadowed face without affecting the rest of the image. It's like having the ability to edit tiny pieces of your photo separately using all the same tools you would normally apply to the whole picture. By employing these techniques, you will enhance the finest details and manage the lighting with precision, making your Lego scenes look even more lifelike and captivating. And that wraps up our journey from the basics to the finer points of enhancing your Lego photos. We started with AI auto adjustments for a strong foundation, then fine-tuned our image with manual light adjustments, dialed in vibrant colors, and brought out intricate details to make each scene come alive. Remember that the true art of photo editing lies in practice and experimentation. Don't be afraid to play around with the various tools and techniques we have covered today. Every image offers a unique opportunity to sharpen your skills and discover what works best for bringing out its inner beauty. If you're looking to take your Lego creations to the next level, I also offer professional rendering service using Blender. I can help transform your builds into stunning high-quality images that really stand out. Check out the link in the description below for more details and to see more of my work. Thanks for tuning in, keep capturing and enhancing those Lego moments, and I look forward to seeing the amazing scenes you create. Happy editing!